Touchdown! San Francisco!
Yo, what is up? Here we go with hey, as you can see, my boys out the fucking field. We here talking about week 6 and predictions of week 7. Welcome back to the Route Tree TV. Washington, man, how was it out there in the field?
Man, look,
Remarks complete.
glad to be back. Glad to be back. See how to say the beard, y'all, you know.
Hey,
For
so
a
look,
board coming up, but
I am probably the most terrible admin person you can think of because I can't find my takes. I can't find Thorn's. I forgot Thorn's takes. I forgot Tim's takes, Mario's takes. So, like, look, hey, fire me if you want, but you won't.
you should have just looked at the one from last week, bro. It's all good.
Hey, I ain't have
thinking about that.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't have time to rewatch it today. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about week 6, and I'll tell you like this: I probably did pretty bad. I'm gonna try to guess what I did pick because I know this Thursday game was NFL. Y'all gotta do better with these primetime games, man. Y'all really gotta do better with these primetime. You know, last year before we start, last year they used to divert some of these teams of these games.
Yep.
They need to do that. Like,
trash. Yep.
yeah. Why the fuck did we have to watch Washington Commanders versus going to Chicago? Like,
we'll sit here and say that was a time where I was very glad I was in the field because I missed nothing.
you didn't miss nothing.
I missed nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Because I would much rather. There's a lot of more games we're gonna talk, but I know I chose the Washington Commanders, so I took 1-0. I don't remember the other guys, but who'd you pick? Because I don't even want to talk about this
Washington.
game.
So I just want you guys to know Washington has his picks right here.
Yeah,
So
he was prepared. He was prepared.
So I picked Washington, and it really came down to this. I think Carson Wentz is a better QB than Justin Fields. Let me rephrase that. I think Carson Wentz is in a better situation than Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields has no O-line, and because of that, Justin Fields runs. I will sit here and say it's good that they're finally letting Justin Fields throw.
Yeah. I gave him his flowers last episode.
Yeah, I know, I seen that, but he can't run. I mean, he doesn't have time to do anything. The Bears defense, I want to sit here and say, the Bears defense is not bad. They're solid.
Roquan Smith.
Keyword, solid. However, it was a dumpster be playing the trash can, and the trash can won.
All right, so
I don't really have much on this tape.
One's the trash can, one's the recycling bin. That's how I see it.
For real.
So, man, this game. I'll tell you like this. This was a trap game. If you guys are sports fans, you guys know trap games. I called this in my take, even though I thought it was going to be a blowout because this is my team. The Niners lose 14-28 in Atlanta. I'll tell you like this. I told Thorn in my episode that and it was funny too because a lot of the media started talking about it this week that they find it funny that the 49ers defense are really bad when it comes to mobile quarterbacks. That boy Marcus Mariota played a hell of a game, and I'll give him his credit. Him beating us, it is what it is. I'm not. And then going back-to-back away games is another thing that we're not good at. Hey, listen, you know I'm going to always pick the Niners, but the Falcons, congrats. You guys played a hell of a game. And that's all I have for them. I took an L on that, of course.
Marcus Mariota. Mind you, I'm going to tell everybody transparency. I missed a lot of games. I missed damn near every game because I was in the field. But I do watch my highlights, and I do watch this. I don't rely on those, but this week I had to. Marcus Mariota. 13 of 14. I'm going to say this again. Marcus Mariota, 13 of 14. 129 yards, 2.2 touchdowns. I'm sorry, 2 touchdowns, 144.6 rating.
What about his rushing?
Marcus Mariota, 50 yards.
That's good. But look,
50 yards for average of 8.3. So what I will tell you this. Your problem, Jimmy G, 29 to 41, 296, 2-2, 87 rating. 87 means whatever. The problem, and I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, Kyle Shanahan.
Tell me about it.
That's your problem. I do not feel he's playing into San Fran's strengths. Um, you guys ran the ball 16 times. You guys ran the ball 16 times and threw four. What was it? Four. How many times? How many times did Jimmy throw?
I don't know.
41.
That's a
41.
lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot
41
for
attempts.
Jimmy. That's a lot for Jimmy.
41 attempts and 16 attempts. So what I'm seeing is y'all don't trust y'all running backs.
All right, so let me combat that. We are missing a lot of running backs. So, bro,
Okay.
I do agree with you with Kyle Shanahan. I'll let you keep going, and then I'll let you know. But I do agree. But we don't have a legit starting running back right now.
You don't. But you're relying on Jimmy G, and you already know that's not the answer.
True.
I mean, yeah, man. Tevin Coleman, 0.8 yards.
Yeah.
Who is this Wilson kid? 3.6. I
Jeff
don't know.
Wilson, he does
You guys,
well. But I'll tell you like this: the Falcons played a really good game. They did.
You know, not even just that. The Falcons aren't bad.
They're
The
not.
Falcons are not a bad team. They're just the Falcons. I don't. They're like the worst cursed team. They're literally a cursed
That's
team,
true.
but they are not a horrible team. They're a 20th power ranking type team. 15 to 20.
All
I
right,
don't know. I don't really have much to say.
I'll tell you like this. One says that these guys were so motivated because of that Tom Brady thing that happened last week, the week prior, when they had that, when Grady Jarrett had that roughing the passer on Tom Brady.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
says
That is true.
one says they kind of pumped. They were pumped for this game. So a lot of play fact that look, when you look at the teams, y'all already know who was the better team. But that day, they were clicking in all cylinders. Special teams, defense, offense. Like I'm not taking nothing away from Atlanta. They outplayed us. Like I said, Jeff Wilson, back-to-back 100-yard games. Coming into the game, but they stuffed the run. Grady Jarrett is that guy. Like I'm not even.
Somebody to watch. Definitely somebody to watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Like I said last week's episode, I said like if we were gonna lose, this is X, Y, and Z. Why? And most of it came true. That mobile quarterback thing. I'm telling you, everyone needs to notice this. The 49ers do not know how. When it came to Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson in that division, when you look at Aaron Rodgers and Matt Stafford, we kill them. Why? Because they can't fucking run. When those other mobile quarter, the Ravens with Jackson, we get our ass kicked every time because we'll rush the quarterback. He'll slip one way. It's a wrap. It's always been that way. And now the media, because I'm looking at my TV because I got the NFL Network on. These guys always been that way. But look, we're spending too much time on this game because
I'm ready. I'm ready for this one.
Why are you ready for this one? It's not your team.
Oh, because who the hell is failing Zeke? Zap, who the hell is failing Zap?
Yes. I'm 1-1 right now, and the Patriots go into Cleveland. I think I had Cleveland. I don't care. Just knowing Happy Zappy won like that. So go ahead. I don't have nothing to say. Watch. I want you to talk about it.
All I'm saying is, and I said it at the beginning of the year, stop playing like this team doesn't still have Bill Belichick. As long as you have, arguably to me, the greatest coach of all time, you're going to be great. I'm not. He's really weird because just me and you just walked away. But I mean, yeah. As long as you have the
Belichick.
greatest
I was
coach of
hearing
all
you.
time, as long as you have the greatest coach of all time, your boy Zappy, 24-34. 309 yards. 2 TDs. A QB rating of 118.4. And this is like his, fourth game? Fourth game?
And what's the running back that went crazy? Stevenson?
Yeah, Stevenson. Yeah. But you know what this tells me? As long as it's a system. It's a system up there between Matt Castle, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I hate to say this name, but Tom Brady Because okay, and this is a little asterisk on this. I believe in Brady. I
Yeah.
like Brady. I think Brady's a great quarterback. I think Brady's the GOAT. However, when Brady went to Tampa Bay, everybody wanted to go to Tampa Bay. If you surround a great quarterback with all the pieces they need, they will not fail. Jalen Hurts, they will not fail. All the pieces aren't there in Tampa Bay this year.
And look what's happening.
I'm not saying they're gonna fail, but back to Bailey's app. I went in that game thinking it was gonna be close, but Cleveland got this.
That's what I said.
The leading rusher in the NFL, 12 attempts, 56 yards, averaging 4.7. Jacoby Brissett, I mean, he didn't do anything. He didn't help out at all. 21 to 45. This was a team that we thought, as long as they can make it till week 12, week 11, week 12, they were going to be a threat. I don't think they can make up enough. I don't think Cleveland's going to the playoffs, which I don't, Cleveland, you disappointed me, man. You disappointed me. Amari Cooper got targeted 12 times and caught 4 passes.
Mm-hmm. But
Got
come on
targeted
now, bro.
12 times.
It's
Yeah. But you know what it came down to? They got out-coached. Y'all don't got to see the stats. You got out-coached. You don't lose 38 to 50. You got out-coached. That's all I have to say on that.
All right, that's good because this next game is the one that I'm pissed, but I'm happy because my boy. Shout out to Cody. He got
No shout out, Cody. Cody, no shout out to you. You don't deserve a shout out, buddy.
He kind of got mad at me on Sunday when I was trolling him, but we're going from the New York Football Jets going into Lambeau to play. My bad. The New York Jets going into.
There you go. There you go.
My bad. There's only one team that says that. You're right.
Correct.
The New York Jets go into Lambeau Field to play the Green Bay Packers, and I had the Packers, but again, this is another one of those games that everything was hitting on all cylinders for one team. The Jets beat them 27-10. I don't want to talk about this, but I will say that I'm disappointed in the Green Bay. But if my Niners keep fucking up and the Green Bay keeps fucking up, Aaron Rodgers, come on in. Come back to the hometown. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Man, look, Breece Hall. I had him on one of my fantasy teams. I traded him, and now I'm regretting it. Breece Hall. One more time, Breece Hall.
I try to get him in fantasy.
Green Bay. The stature that Green Bay once had is no longer there. Aaron Rodgers is hurting without a true number one.
True.
Allen Lazard is not a number one. It's that simple. There's nothing more to say. The Jets were an up-and-coming team, and I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this again later on in the podcast. Good coaching can change a bad team. The Jets have some monsters. They have some beasts. Quinnen Williams. Oh, my God. The whole Jets defense.
That man's a nasty.
That is a good team. Zach Wilson is their quarterback. I'm not sold on Zach Wilson, but he's their quarterback. That team will have a decent record. They will not be a top 10 pick this year. So I have to say.
The Jets won't be a top 10?
I don't think they'll be a top 10.
Yeah.
I think they'll be a...
That's not a hot take.
No, I think they'll be a 15 to 10, 15 to 11 pick. I will tell you this ahead of the continuing the podcast. There's not a lot of substance in these games these weeks. This is not a substance week. All right, and I can see that a mile away before we even continue. For instance, the very next game. Do you mind if I segue into this next game?
Segue because I got this wrong.
Me too. Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts. Okay? Halftime, I don't want to... All I remember was the Jaguars were up. The Jags were up. I'm not sold on Matt Ryan. I wasn't sold on the Colts. Pittman? Oh, that boy gonna be a beast.
That's my
Oh, that
boy.
boy gonna be a beast.
That's my
That boy gonna be a
boy.
beast. That ain't the point. Jacksonville. I was high on the Jaguars. I thought this was their year. I thought they were gonna look good. I thought the AFC South was theirs. You lose to the Texans, follow up, lose the very next week to another rival team in the Colts. Trevor Lawrence is not looking like the savior. I believe in Trevor Lawrence.
Fantasies
Trevor
top
Lawrence.
9.
Trevor, get your shit together.
For real.
Trevor, get your shit together. Because I'm not going to say one player lost the team, but what's your excuse, Trevor?
That's true.
That's all I'm going to say.
I chose the Jaguars as well. I'm on the bandwagon with the Jaguars. I like what they're going with the team. I'm a big fan of Josh Allen. I'm a big fan of Travis Etienne. The bowling ball, even though he's fucking me over on fantasy right now. But I like what they're going with this. But again, it's a division game. You're going away. That has to play a factor. But at the same time, I felt like you were the better team. This next game, I don't think anyone got this wrong. You got Minnesota going into Miami. I had Minnesota just because of my cousin Tua Tagovailoa not being there. You know what I'm saying? Like I had called him like, hey man, don't show up, bro. Don't show up.
He didn't remember. He didn't remember the conversation. That's fucked up.
But I
Stop.
had. Oh, what the fuck? I just thought what you said. But yeah, Minnesota. I mean, they're the hottest team right now in that division. Being number one over Green Bay was a surprise because we talk about the first episode, I really didn't think Minnesota was like this. So I'll take my L. And yeah, that's it. Like they played really well to that game.
Minnesota has a good offense. They have a good quarterback. I already said Kirk Cousins is not trash. He's not good. He's not trash. Um, I think I'm more impressed how well Miami did. No one. It's not shocking that Miami lost the game. Miami didn't have a quarterback. Granted, Teddy Bridgewater is not the worst thing. He's a great backup, but he's not a star. He's not the quality starter. Miami only lost by essentially a touchdown. I think if Tua reclaims his form, Miami's still something. It's going to still be a very dangerous team down the stretch. So Minnesota, you're doing great. You're playing great. You haven't played. When has Minnesota been? I mean, Green Bay isn't a test, as we all know. But I'm happy for Green Bay. I mean, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson.
Jay Jettis, hey, he is what he
He's the
is.
best receiver in the league, bro. JJ might be the best receiver in the league.
Hey, you traded him or you got him?
Absolutely not. I got him. I got him off a trade.
Okay.
Yeah. There's nothing to say on this game.
Hey, hey, listen. Like I said, I'm taking the L on the very first episode on this game because I didn't see Minnesota being this good. You know what I'm saying? If you bet on Aaron Rodgers, then you'll be a fool in the beginning. Now you look like a god in gambling. Like shout out to who that only fucking acts like that. But we got Cincinnati Bengals going into New Orleans Saints, who's playing tonight against the Cardinals. I had the Bengals, of course. You got to understand that the only reason why I chose this is because we got two Bayou Bengals going into their country of the Mercedes Dome in Jamar Chase and, you know what I'm saying, that quarterback with the cigar all the time. Like, I saw that coming. But who did you pick? Because I don't remember.
I chose Cincy.
Okay, you good.
I will sit here and say this, and I said it 2 weeks ago. At the beginning of the season, I was high on Cincy. I didn't know if they were going to the Super Bowl, but I'm like, Cincy is a legit team. Cincy, I didn't buy it, man. One thing I learned: New Orleans is good. New Orleans is good. I know they lost. New Orleans is good. A good quarterback. They are a quarterback away from being a very scary team.
We had a good take about that in the first episode
I don't
about
have
New
anything to say.
Orleans.
I don't have anything to say.
New Orleans is
New
gonna,
Orleans,
as long as they have a good quarterback, they're gonna be nice because the defense is
New
solid,
Orleans is a
bro.
threat.
Yeah,
New Orleans is the threat.
yes they are. Shout out to Masson Brooks. Masson Brooks, I hope you're watching this, but we're talking about your New Orleans Saints right now. We've been saying this. As long as Jameis Winston or whoever's that quarterback is sustaining them.
Jameis Winston ain't listen. I love Jameis. I love you. I love you, Jameis. But you're not really the answer. You're not the
No,
answer.
it's not
You're
the answer.
good.
But what I'm saying, whoever's that quarterback, as long as
Right.
they're sustaining,
Jameis could take him to the playoffs.
yeah.
Jameis, I don't think could win him a Super Bowl, but he could definitely take him to the playoffs.
But this year, I think that take you said, I think going to the playoffs is their Super Bowl for the way their roster is contained right now. So, all right, we all had them. I'm sorry, like I said, I don't have everyone's take. We're going to this game. I don't want to say nothing about it. I don't want to say nothing about it. But the Baltimore Ravens, I chose Baltimore, so I'll take an L. Baltimore Ravens get their ass kicked to the New York Football Giants. Big Blue. The New York Football Giants. Go ahead, watch. This is your fucking time to do your thing.
All right. So, at the beginning of the season, right? At the beginning of the season, the New York Giants played Tennessee Titans. Okay? And I was like, it's a rebuilding year. There's not much to expect. Don't expect too much from the Giants. It's a rebuilding year, right? That's what I said. The New York Giants then proceed to beat the Titans. After that, I have never bet against the Giants. And I will sit here and say, God, it feels good to be a Giants fan right now. It feels amazing. You know why?
Talk your shit, bro. Talk to me nice, like you
Good
said.
coaching. I know this is a horrible why, but good coaching. Okay? Good coaching. And that's what it came down to. It came down to Brian DeBall, but more accurately than that, Wink Martindale. What I saw.
Ooh, yeah. Talk to me about that.
What I saw was a defense that never gave up. I saw a defense that from the start to the finish, they never gave up. The New York Giants were down 20-10 in the fourth quarter. 20-10. 6 minutes. They scored. That defense pressured Lamar Jackson. They contained Lamar Jackson in the fourth quarter. They pressured Lamar Jackson into making a bad pass. First interception of the season. And then they did it again. And then, instead of Saquon Barkley running it in like Ahmad Bradshaw did in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
some years back.
I love that lightning and thunder y'all had with Brandon Jacobs, too.
Unlike Ahmad Bradshaw, nothing against Ahmad Bradshaw, Saquon ran and said, I don't care about my fantasy players. It's bigger than just me. It's about the team. He may have caused some people in fantasy because he only scored, 18 points in fantasy? But he played right. He did the right move. Daniel Jones. I'll be first, and I'm admitted, I said it before, I've never been a fan of Daniel Jones. I've been a Daniel Jones hater. Daniel Jones is not my quarterback. Daniel Jones sucks. Bump Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is playing very decent. Still not convinced, but he's playing decent. He's not making the mistakes, and because of that, they are winning. The passes he's making look good. All in all to say this. Let's talk about another fact. The Ravens blew another fourth quarter. What do you have to say about that, Fred?
What?
Why are the Ravens blowing all these fourth quarters?
Hmm?
Why do the Ravens keep blowing in the fourth quarter?
You gotta understand why. This team is built off of what? The run game, right? To include Jackson. So you have to have the lead to contain that type of mindset. When you force Lamar Jackson to throw the ball to catch up when you're behind, then you see
But
something.
no. They were ahead in all of these games.
Yes, and when
The
they
Giants,
no, wait, hold on. What's your question again?
dude, Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are blowing these fourth quarter leads, are blowing these leads.
Uh,
Miami,
that has to be two things: coaching and your defense. But
so who do you fire?
but who do you fire?
Who do you fire? You can't blow 4 leads.
You fire the coach if you get 4 leads.
John Harbaugh?
Yes, you have to. If things are not, but listen, I'm not saying I'm saying this out of spite. I'm not saying this because you're calling this on me right now, and I'm not doing my homework. But from here, from you interrogating me on this topic, I'll tell you, John Harbaugh is probably the person. You come on now, like there's a lot of
John or
times.
Jim? Which one is it?
Who?
This is John or Jim? This is John or Jim? Which Harbaugh is this? Jim?
John.
John?
Yeah, Jim is in Michigan. Former Niner, by the way. But I don't know, bro. That was a good question, and you put me on the spot, and I couldn't answer it truthfully. So
That's because you're over here arguing. Stop arguing with that boy. All
listen,
right.
listen. I have
Bucks
so much to
Steelers.
say. I have so
Bucks
much to say.
Steelers. Bucks Steelers.
No, it's not. That's not it.
That's
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
it is.
saying,
It
Bucks
is. You're right. You absolutely correct. I chose the Bucks, but you know when what's his name got hurt and Trubisky came in, he I guess he lit a spark because Claypool was over here like, yeah man, this and that. Listen, I took an L. I want you Watts to do your thing. Talk about this game because I have nothing to say about this trash ass game.
I don't have anything to say. I think this was like you said about the other game earlier. So it's any given Sunday. Any given Sunday. Buccaneers are the better team. The biggest thing about it was Tom Brady's getting all the attention. You don't have to. Tom Brady's Tom Brady's getting all the attention right now because of his yelling on the sideline and all that. Like I said from the beginning, good coaching. Next, I'm over this game. Good
Yeah,
job,
good.
Steelers. Congratulations.
I
Like
will.
said from
I
the
will
beginning,
say this though, Tom Brady, you comparing your ass to leave your
he
family.
apologized. He apologized. He said that was his bad word. You hate said he apologized.
He better apologize. You leaving your family and saying that it's the same thing as a military deployment. I wish I could do that with your millions, but I'm gonna digress. So the next game is the game that traded.
I don't care to talk about this. I told you these games this week sucked.
It did suck.
These games
So
sucked.
Panthers versus Rams. I had the Rams. I don't got nothing to say.
I had the Rams. This is the most exciting thing about that. Well, Baker has to prove himself now. They fired Ron Rivera, or not Ron Rivera, Matt Rule.
Yeah,
They
Matt
fired
Rule.
Matt Rule. They traded Robbie Anderson for his antics on the sideline. Very next day.
He's about to
That
play
very
right
next
now.
day. Very next day. That's funny. Um, that's funny. But more accurately, Baker has to win the starting job now.
Sam Darnold's over
Ain't
here
nothing
like
to
this. Sam Darnold
That's
like
it.
that.
I'm done. I have nothing. I told you I have nothing to say.
Yeah, here's another game. I got. No, I don't know who I picked because I fucking hate both teams. But the Cardinals, who's playing tonight, lose 9-19 to Seattle Seahawks, and I have nothing to say about this. This shit was trash. I can't wait for the next game.
I do. Y'all wrote him off. He ain't right back. I didn't choose the Cardinals. I was wrong. But you wrote him off and he didn't write back. Right now, Seattle won off that trade. Seattle won off of Russell Wilson losing.
For now.
Speaking of,
For now.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of things about Russell, and a lot of his players don't like Russell.
Oh no,
Because
that's been way before the trade. That was way before the trade. Sherman, all of them used to talk shit.
Marshawn Lynch. When I see Marshawn was like, if I got you my teammate, we went to war, and I got to talk. I got to schedule. I got to call somebody else to get to you. I'm good off that, bro.
Yeah,
Nobody respects
Marshawn.
Russell. Look, check me out. And that's all I'm gonna say. All the women are like, "Oh my gosh, I want a man like Russell Wilson." Do you? Do you though? Do you? Because a lot of people look good. It's the Sierra prayer. What's the Sierra prayer? Sierra's prayer, bro. Ain't nobody finna go to war with that man.
The future looking bright.
yo, I gotta go to war with Russell.
I'm not going to war with Russell, bro. I like him. He's a good guy, but like, yeah,
he's a good husband. He's a good husband and father.
He's not a good quarterback, and he's being exposed.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine if he was just a normal, regular person. That would be fine. Once you're an NFL quarterback, you're a team player, but you're not a team player. All right, next game.
These
Buffalo.
next two games are the ones I want to talk about because this is exciting. Because we're up here in the North Country, and guess what happens? If they're the number one seed throughout, we need to start spending our tax money to go over there to these playoff games, bro. You feel me? We gotta watch these, bro. If the playoffs have to go through Buffalo, we about to spend some money to go enjoy some playoff games. Because I've been to these kind of games in 49ers. I saw your bullshit ass fucking New York Giants beat us in my home, and I cried my ass off. But I digress. Buffalo Bills defeat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. I think I chose the Chiefs, so I'll take an L on this because
I chose Buffalo.
Okay,
and you
so
know what?
go ahead.
I only have one thing to say. I'm gonna let you take this.
No, I don't have nothing to say.
I've been really big on the Buffalo. Josh Allen needs to stop playing like a buffalo and slide. I've been saying that since the beginning.
Ooh.
Well, I looked stupid on last week because Big Josh Allen wanted to play like a buffalo. They won the game. Buffalo is the team in the AFC. I definitely cannot wait to see these teams in the playoffs. I think this could easily be the AFC Championship. Based off seeding, if that's how seeding goes.
And we're here. Buffalo, we're here to watch it. We're here to watch it.
Buffalo, this is what I'm saying. Buffalo is the second best team in the league. Buffalo is the best team in the AFC. I will sit here and say this. I think Buffalo's going to the Super Bowl. And just, throw this out because we're starting to get to the midseason. Throwing my Super Bowl odds out. You ready? Just drop a hint. Buffalo's the second best team. Buffalo has gone to the Super Bowl 4 times. They're 0-4. Every time Buffalo has went to the Super Bowl, they've lost to an NFC East team.
Damn. That's a good stat. I didn't even know that.
They lost to the Giants. I believe the Cowboys twice and the Redskins. Before we go further, I want to fact check that. All right? Because I don't want to be like other people just talk outside their butt.
It don't matter. They're 0-4. But I'll tell you like this. If y'all saw me in the beginning of this, I said 49ers and Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
You were wrong about one of them teams, my guy.
Fuck you. Go ahead.
All right, they went to the Super Bowl. Hold on. They went to the Super Bowl 4 straight times. They went in 91, 92, 93, and 94. They lost to the Giants, the Redskins, the Cowboys, and the Cowboys. It's only time for. Listen, I'm not. I'm all Giants, but if the best team in the league, it's time to sweep. The NFC East can sweep this team.
This is so funny though, because I'm glad you keep talking about the NFC East because, they were the laughing stock last year. It's the. I don't know who started it, but it's now the NFC leads to the NFC Beast.
Bro,
yeah,
NFC East. Listen, what I'm saying. NFC East is the most decorated. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care about current.
I like
NFC
this take. Go ahead, keep going, because I like this take.
The NFC East is the most decorated. Is the most decorated.
Division.
Not division. It's not division.
It
division.
is
I'm sorry.
division.
The NFC East is the best. All in all, when it's all said and done, the NFC East is the best division historically.
Yes, agreed.
Historically,
You were the one that told me this, right? When me and this guy that I'm arguing with, you said it in school, and I sat there like before I even because we were arguing. We always argue, and you said that you said that shit. I sat there like, God damn. I was like, God damn. We don't have.
Nobody has more rings than the NFC East.
No. Your division has a ring in each team.
And you know what? Each team may have two. Each team may have two after this year.
The way it's going, you're right. The way it's going, you're right.
That's a little off subject.
It's not off subject because it segues to our next game.
Yeah. Well, the Chiefs are good. I think they still can win it because any given Sunday. So I'm not going to just sit here and just say the Chiefs are done, but Buffalo showed why the road is going through Buffalo.
So I'll say on that. But listen, this is the fucking
start saving money, baby. We're
Cody,
to a game.
Cody, and Washington's calling his family, bro. The Buffalo Bills. We gotta go. I saw the Bills Mafia live last night.
Y'all look. My wife over here. I know she heard this. Like, we going to what?
You're going to a Buffalo Bills game in the playoffs. Playoffs.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this next game talks about the best division historically, and now the best division in our season now. We got the Dallas Cowboys, who has one of the top defenses, going against one of the most electric offenses going on right now with the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to talk about this. It was an exciting game. With all the dumbass games we had to watch before that, this was really exciting. I'm glad the Buffalo and Chiefs game, that started it. But everything before that was like waste of time. This game was good. But I'll tell you like this.
I'm on this podcast out of loyalty to the podcast, not because it was a great week to talk sports.
Yeah, but I'll tell you like this: this Eagles team, as much as they're 6-0, they
can get beat.
Yes,
that's what I said.
They just been on a hot streak on luck. I'm sorry to my peoples, but yeah, you can win, but this team isn't the team.
They're not going undefeated.
Yeah, when I look at this team, I'm not saying like, oh, this is a Super Bowl team. Nah, I see them taking advantage of their schedule. They're doing really well with what they got. The Cowboys team, on the other hand, they're getting Dak Prescott. Reports are saying that he might start next week.
He's starting Sunday.
Yeah. So he's starting this week. But the reports are saying that he's looking good, and the Cowboys with that defense, which is top 5. I fucking hate the Dallas Cowboys, but I have to respect their defense. Hey, listen, they're gonna do good. The Eagles, on the other hand, like you are 6-0. Congrats, but I don't think you're gonna sustain that. Go ahead, Wash.
What we realized is Cooper Rush is not that guy. Cooper Rush had a nice little hot streak. Cooper Rush, good. He did his thing. He's great. Cooper Rush is not Dak Prescott. I think if Cooper Rush would have won this week, this would have been a very different conversation.
Facts.
And people would have started thinking, why do we need Dak? Not that Dak was always going to play though. He makes too much money not to play. The Eagles, I've said it from the jump. The Eagles are surrounded by a lot of talent. Because the Eagles are surrounded by a lot of talent, there's nothing more to say. They will do good. I still think they are the best team in the league. I don't think they have the best. I I think when it's all said and done, they'll put it together when it matters. I think Dallas. I'm not. I think Dallas is the decent team. Dallas is alright, but it was a good game, bro. And the NFC East it's the most interesting division right now. So I
It's
actually want
not
to the next
interesting.
game.
It's an actual real good. I don't want to talk about this game.
I do. There's only one thing I want to say. Okay.
All right, so
And the
look,
only reason
we're gonna go to this next game. I don't understand why the Broncos had back to back to back primetime games, but whatever. The Broncos get the ass. Well, they didn't get the ass kicked. They lost in overtime to
that's
the
what I want to talk
Chargers.
about.
Go ahead.
That's what I want to talk
I don't
about.
want. I have nothing to say, so go ahead.
I don't.
The floor is
I have
yours.
one thing to say. I have one thing to say, man. I was wrong, but I blame it on injuries. But I was wrong. I said the Chargers were the dark horse this year. I said the Chargers may go to the Super Bowl. I said the Bills we know, the Chiefs we know, but the Chargers will come around and shock him.
Yeah, me and you were on the same vibes on that.
And it hurts. And I know a lot of it is injury. But damn, man. Damn. All right, the Broncos.
Trash. The defense is good though.
I don't see them going to the play. Listen, the Broncos defense allowed 6 touchdowns in the last 6 games.
That includes my 49ers.
6 touchdowns in the last 6 games. That team is failing because of Russ. And you know what? They have no answer because you just paid him $250 million, 172 guaranteed.
He's 30 something too. That's crazy.
That's it. Let's do our quick picks, man.
So listen, yeah. I hope this week is more exciting, but we are, what is it? An hour? What time is it?
40.
Oh,
We
yeah.
took 46 minutes.
We about 40 minutes away from the first game, which we're gonna talk about, the Saints going into Cardinals. I have the Saints. I got Saints going in there. What you got?
Got the Cardinals, bro. D Hop's back. Robbie
He is.
Anderson
I didn't know that.
is-
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, D-Hop
I'm
is
gonna
back.
take my L. I'm going Saints still, but I didn't know
All
he
right.
was back. So
D-Hop is
Cleveland.
back.
So Cleveland going into Baltimore. I got Baltimore.
I got Baltimore.
You have to. They took a big L last week. So we got the Private Tom Brady and Buccaneers going into Carolina. I got Buccaneers.
Private Brady.
Yep, Private Brady. All right. So we got Atlanta Falcons at Cincy. I got Cincy because I have a lot of Cincy people on my fantasy. I gotta go with them.
Hot take. I'm going. Where your boy at? I'm going Atlanta.
There you go. Hey, shout out Thornhill. So this game right here, Dallas, Detroit Lions going into Dallas. I'm going with Detroit Lions. I'm going hot take because they're coming off of a bye.
I'm not going Detroit, and that's all I'll say.
I'm gonna tell you like
Next.
this. Next game is the New York Football Giants going into Jacksonville. This is hard. No, it's not hard for Washington. But I'll tell you like this. I got Big Blue, but I'll tell you like this for fantasy wise. The tight end for Jaguars. What's his name that used to play for y'all?
Evan Ingram.
Yeah, he's gonna have a big game. And I drafted him and put him on the roster. He's gonna have a big game. Y'all gonna win, but he's gonna have a real good game that game. Mark my words. So who you got?
This is a stupid conversation. This is a stupid conversation. This is stupid. You already know who I got. This is stupid. Next.
All right. Next is the Colts going into Tennessee. This game right here, Indianapolis winning. I got Tennessee. Fuck it. I'm going Tennessee.
Is Indy Tennessee? In Indy, Tennessee?
At Tennessee. I got Tennessee.
You got Tennessee?
Yep.
I got Tennessee. I
All
got
right.
Tennessee.
I know who you're going with this because it's a division rival. Green Bay's going into Washington. I got Green Bay because they're pissed off of the last 2 times they lost.
Yeah, it's not about division rival. I picked the other team, but it's Green Bay because I think Washington is horrible.
Yeah, they horrible. The Jets going hot right now, going into the Broncos. As much as they're really hot right now, I don't think Zach Wilson got anything to anything against this nice defense. I'm going Broncos.
Jets, Jets.
That's oh shit, that's crazy. All right, so we got Houston going into the Raiders. This week I got the Raiders. They coming off of a bye, so they're fresh.
Listen, man. Come on, baby. Come on, Raiders. Come on, Raiders. I got the
Please,
Raiders, man.
please get a win. All right, so this next game, for the sake of not for trolling Cody, we have Seahawks going into LA to play the Chargers. I got the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks.
Wow, bro. Chargers, bro. Wow, you really went all the way.
They're too injury prone. They're too injury prone, bro. They're
Chargers,
hurt,
baby.
They're too hurt.
Wow.
All right, so don't even ask me who I got, but the Kansas City Chiefs going into the Bay Area to play my San Francisco 49ers. Go ahead and make your take because you already know who I picked.
Hey, Kansas City, bro. That's not even Kansas City.
Fair enough.
Kansas City?
I'm not going to argue it.
Choose Kansas City. Choose Kansas City.
You don't have to ask. You already know where my loyalty lies. Okay?
Kansas City. Got it.
No! Motherfucker, I'm going with the city, not Kansas City. San Francisco. We got the Steelers going. Damn, that's a Sunday night game, bro. Oh my NFL, y'all gotta do better, bro. Unless Tua comes back. But the Steelers going into Miami. I have Miami.
I think Tua is coming back.
I hope so.
I don't want to say that.
I'll call him.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
call him.
I'm gonna go Miami.
I'm going Miami. I'm going Miami as well. Monday Night Football? Really? This is Monday night. Chicago Bears going into New England. New England. Period.
What?
That's the Monday night game. That's the Monday night game.
Hey man, New England, man. New England.
There's nothing to say about that.
Let's go, Zappy.
We Zappy fans. Listen, hey Ty, I'm so happy that you're out of the field right now because you know what I'm saying. It did you some good though. We talked about it before, but I ain't gonna bring it up in the chat. But listen, that's our week 7. That's our week 7 pick'ems. Shout out to Vogt, Mario, Thornhill, everyone that's on this chat. They couldn't make it. But my goal is to make sure that 1 week all of us will be on together, man. I can't wait. So shout out to everyone. Like, comment, subscribe to the Soda Flex podcast. Go ahead.
Hopefully these games next week are way better than the games.
It's been bad, but NFL
week 6 is bad.
Y'all gotta do better, NFL, with these primetime games. I am not looking forward to Monday next week. I'm gonna end up just watching Monday Night Raw with my kid. But watch, bro. You enjoy the rest of your night, man. I saw that belt in your hand, so don't use it, bro. All right, bro.